Hi Kieran, welcome to Porton Rovers. How are you finding things around the club at the moment?
Yeah, so it's been a nice warm welcome. I think we're like 3 or 4 weeks in to pre-season now. Firstly, thanks to all the committee and the warm welcome that I've had and from the supporters as well in the recent friendlies. Always nice to get such a good reception, and being into a new club is always difficult, but we've done really well of keeping hold of the squad from last year. Obviously lost a couple to high opposition, and a few have moved on of their own decisions, but I think key players have stuck around the club, and we've added real good quality with a few more to announce over the next coming weeks as well. Fitness has been a huge thing for me over my managerial career, and it'd be no different here. Making sure that the boys were back nice and early from the 10th of June. And now I think we're into, I think it's like the 9th or 10th of July today. So we've had a month together now. See the boys working hard in the background. We've been training, doing tactical shape work tonight, preparing us for other pre-season games coming up. And I've been delighted with the boys' application so far. People keen to impress with the ambitions for this season to probably improve on where we were last year, to hopefully make the playoffs and hopefully challenge to get back up into the Southern League. But it's not going to be an easy task. I think the key thing for us is stability, to make sure that everyone from last season is on board with sort of the new protocols and the new ethos in the togetherness that has been shown so far. Myself, Jamie and the rest of the management team have been hard at work recruiting players, and will continue to do so if we can improve. As I said at the start, trying to keep the likes of Dan McBean, Keaton in the attacking areas for this season. We've managed to retain Billy Padfield and probably the best right back in the league and at this level. Recruited Alfie Kelsey again. I stand by probably having the best goalkeeper in and around step 5, if not step 4. Recruited some good experience with Asa White, Brislington's captain, coming in. Joel Smedley's linked up with me again, having played under me at Caution. So all in all, I'm really happy with everything that's gone on so far. Loads of work to do. Still a month away, but things are ticking along nicely. We've had some really good results recently. Look forward to the friendly on Thursday night against Radstock, and then the home game on Westbury, and that will probably give me a true marker of where we're at when we're playing against the Step 4 Southern League side. So yeah, all in all, really pleased. Still work to be done, but a nice first month at the new club.
Okay, we've had a couple of games so far. Have you seen anything in there that's given you sort of hope for the future?
I think obviously inheriting Ray's squad from last year, he's recruited really well and left me a really good foundation to work on. Scoring goals was never a problem last year. I watched a lot of highlights. I come over and managed to catch a couple of games just that Porton were involved in last year. I think we're like the 3rd highest goal scorers in the league, so that was never a problem. I think defensive record was probably one of the worst in the league, and that's probably been the key thing for me to work on in pre-season. That foundation, bringing in Asa and Alfie, and keeping Jack Dancy and Billy as part of the back 4 is really key to making sure that boys understand each other. And the new expectation is that we are going to be the fittest in the league. We're going to be one of the hardest working teams in the league. So hopefully with the attacking threat that we obviously possess, tightening up at the back is then hopefully going to bring more points and keep us in touch and distance with that playoff push. If we end up becoming involved in a title race, brilliant, but probably ambitions for us this season is to improve on last year, sorry, for this season coming. So I think we were 8th or 9th last year, so if we can be up in that playoff position and give us a chance of promotion, then that'd be a fantastic start to this season.
You sort of covered the hopes of the rest of the season there, so any sort of message for the supporters?
I hope to bring sort of the good times back to Porton. I know we've had a couple of tough years. Obviously, I remember being here under Nick Bunyard when we were in the Southern Premier League, and since then there's not been really much to shout about with relegation from the Southern Prem and then relegation from the Southern 1. Last year probably underachieved a little bit with the players that we've got here. So hopefully now we can kick on and just create some excitement around the club again. Free flowing, attacking football, but a real good togetherness and team ethos of hard work and really good fitness levels, and hopefully the fans enjoy watching us hopefully kick on from last year.
Okay, brilliant. Thank you for taking time out to speak to us tonight.
No problem, thanks.
Okay.